taking, TD Jakes is out here with P. Diddy.
If you thought the Diddy situation was weird enough as it was, it's about to get a whole lot freakier, because Gene Deal is now revealing that even TD Jakes was at Diddy's parties, and the feds have allegedly got to him.
Now, how you feel about these rumors surrounding, Diddy and TD Jakes?
Man, what I think about it is this, when I grew up in the church, the sinners was not supposed to have the same atmosphere with the saints. You have to be able to separate the two. So I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin, drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she. But maybe he there to lay some hands on somebody. Maybe he there to save some souls. I know he got a contract with Revolt, so I'm just like, it's just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of place with Diddy unless it's in a business atmosphere. So now what he's doing is he's making, he making the Christians look real bad right about now.
And you've been to these parties, right?
Oh yeah, I was there when he was doing the white parties in the Hamptons and the whole 9 yards. So I know what goes on at the parties. If, they probably got a little bit more freakier, as time went on, because they got to the point whereas that they didn't even care. It used to be secretly, where people used to go to, separate rooms and different rooms, and they wasn't doing that out in the public, but now they don't care. Men kissing men and all this other that's just crazy. I think that he's going to the Diddy parties, bruh. If he's going, we know he's going to the Diddy parties, and I know that it's, I know what usually happens at the Diddy party, or what we told this happened at the Diddy parties. Maybe he needs to see it for himself, man. Maybe he needs to go there and really be involved in some things that could help save some individuals while they going to those parties. Or maybe he just going to, man, it's hard to even talk about. Why would you find a religious man, when you know that the saints supposed to separate themselves from the sinners, and why would a religious man like himself be at a party which ain't nothing but sin that's going on, bro? Whether it's drinking, maybe fornicating, maybe, like I said, men on men, women on women. It's hard to put in perspective unless he's involving himself what is actually going on at the parties. It's hard, brother. Bro, you can't, I really don't know why, as a spiritual advisor to him, that they buddy while he got a party with him like that and be at his parties. It's got to be, maybe it's something more that meets the eye.
Diddy had every room taped and bugged. Diddy had, bro, can you imagine? He had every room taped and bugged, and they found little bugs or little tape recorders. Little those micro projectors or whatever like that, or video cameras. They found them in the house, bro. So by them having those things in the house, and people know there's drugs, there's alcohol, there's loose women, there's loose men, woman on woman, man on man. all kind of crazy shit. Bruh. They just wondering who or when they're gonna let this stuff be known. If it's on videotape.
Yeah, man. I know they gotta be shook, man, after finding out he was recording everything.
But not only celebrities, I don't think it's only celebrities gonna be shook. He had politicians in there. He had princes in there. He also had a couple of preachers in there. Hallelujah. That's crazy.
The preacher Gene is talking about most certainly seems to be T.D. Jakes, and in all likelihood, he formed a three-part axis with Jay-Z when it came to Diddy's criminal conspiracy.
Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. When the hotel rooms got damaged, they helped clean it up. They arranged for victims and commercial sex workers to travel for the freak-offs, and they delivered large quantities of cash to Combs to pay for the commercial sex workers. The indictment also alleges that they helped Combs cover up his crimes. During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel that I mentioned earlier, a member of the hotel security staff intervened, and Combs attempted to bribe the staff member with a stack of cash to make sure that what happened was kept quiet. And as the indictment alleges, in late 2023, after public allegations were made about Combs' crimes, he and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent, including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced. And as alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his abuse by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries, or by locating and contacting a victim who had attempted to flee.
In this axis, we obviously had Diddy carrying out the brunt of the action with his freak-offs. But what many people don't know is that Jay-Z and T.D. Jakes had some very important roles too. For Jay-Z, it was sourcing the women that Diddy basically trafficked. And when it came to T.D. Jakes, his job was to keep Diddy's image clean and pristine.
You know how certain people act after one drink, two drinks. And if those girls was drinking out those bottles that he said Diddy laced, and he could show on camera, and he could show that some people had passed out, or some people were acting a certain way after they had those drinks, he won his case on that one.
When you was around Diddy, was he doing drugs, like party drugs, like and stuff like that?
Diddy wasn't the dude he is today when I was around him. You understand? He had just started, when I was about to leave, he had just started with because he never smoked weed, he never smoked cigarettes. I never seen him do or none of that shit. You understand? He would have it for people to do it. You understand? It's certain of his girls like to do it, and he would make sure it would be there. But he wasn't the one that did it. Diddy didn't start getting hooked on drugs until he got hooked on those painkillers. After he got hooked on those painkillers, he started drinking more, because he wouldn't even drink hard liquor. He was only drinking champagne, Don P or Cristal. He was not drinking hard liquor then.
Yeah, that's real talk, man. And he also claims that, Diddy, he was using T.D. Jakes to fix his image. You believe that?
Well, we saw that to be true anyway. That's what he was trying to do all that time.
That's why TD Jakes was there, to try to fix his image. Ain't no money like church money.
And it's not just these two that are a shock inclusion in Diddy's crimes. There is now a lot of speculation that LeBron James may not be the man we all know and love. LeBron James's comment, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party," has resurfaced in a video with rapper Diddy, who is currently in a Brooklyn federal prison facing sex trafficking charges after his recent arrest. The Lakers star made this statement 4 years ago during an Instagram live chat with Diddy. In the video, James can be heard enthusiastically saying, "Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party," to a clearly energized Diddy.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
In another resurfaced video, James and Diddy are seen dancing and singing along to a Migos song at a dinner party, showing just how close the two were. However, in May of this year, James unfollowed the rapper on social media after rumors began swirling around Diddy, according to reports from the U.S. Sun. Diddy's legendary parties have long been a topic of conversation. Ellen DeGeneres even once pleaded with him to attend one of her gatherings during an episode of her talk show back in February 2018.
I'd be late. I am always early.
Yes.
That's just who I am. I'm always early.
That's my new thing, being early.
Liar.
It just didn't work out today. Some days it just doesn't work out.
Is that going to be a new thing? Are you going to try to be early?
Yes, I'm trying to be early.
Are you going to be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
No.
You know I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not too late. Because, you know, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not going to let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Diddy then joked that DeGeneres would be dancing so hard, her feet would end up with blisters.
Good.
Your feet are going to have blisters. You're going to be dancing so hard.
Over the years, Diddy has become famous for throwing extravagant parties, including his iconic Hamptons White Party, which regularly attracted a star-studded guest list.
I'm gonna tell you who I believe is on the tapes. I believe Barack Obama got a tape.
Yeah, he playing hide the hot dog.
I know Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
I know Beyonce got a tape. I definitely know they probably recycled some old Stevie J and Eve stuff. I know Drake got a tape. I know Rihanna got a tape. I know Chris Brown's on one of them tapes. I know Trey Songz has been like a supporting actor in many freak-off films. Definitely Usher. I think what would shock people are the politicians and the royals that were on that tape. And I'm still trying to figure out when Harry and Meghan are going to be honest about their freak-off tape.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really wants to talk about the fact that the royal family had many times at Diddy party, especially that weirdo uncle.
Ashton Kutcher is one man reportedly having serious regrets about his friendship with Sean Diddy, fearing that the embattled music mogul might lie about his famous friends to save himself. Kutcher had been friends with Diddy for nearly 2 decades, with both publicly praising each other over the years. The actor even attended one of Diddy's notorious white parties.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked, because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
can't punk me. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation. we became fast friends, and we used to just hang out and watch football together.
However, in the wake of the arrest, sources claim Kutcher is deeply concerned that Diddy might say anything, do anything, or turn on anyone to avoid jail time. Ashton absolutely regrets his friendship with Diddy considering what has happened, a source told DailyMail.com. He feels lied to, betrayed, taken for granted, and manipulated. The source added, he feels the same way about Danny Masterson. He now trusts no one except for his wife, Mila Kunis. He is going to keep his circle to his family. This isn't the first time Kutcher has faced turmoil due to associations with controversial figures. Back in October 2023, he and his wife, Mila Kunis, came under fire for writing letters of support for their former That 70s Show co-star, Danny Masterson, who was sentenced to 30 years in prison. After public backlash, the couple issued an apology video, and Kutcher stepped down as chair of his anti-child sex organization.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
A couple months ago, Danny's family reached out to us and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration relative to the sentencing.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
They were intended for the judge to read and not to undermine the testimony of the victims or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that. And we're sorry if that has taken place.
Our heart goes out to every single person who's ever been a victim of sexual assault, sexual abuse, or rape.
Having dealt with that situation, Kutcher is now reportedly bracing for the possibility of being implicated in the investigation surrounding Diddy. Ashton does have fears about how this investigation will play out, the insider said. He feels Diddy would have no problem lying to authorities and tossing out some of his famous friends' names if it meant it could get him out of jail. The source continued, Diddy could say anything, do anything, or turn on anyone at this point. Everyone close to Diddy fears the possibility of him making up false allegations to clear his own name. But this all sounds like Kutcher is trying to get ahead of the curve, particularly considering how the feds will have already got Diddy's leverage on celebrities on tape.
Nobody came out defending Diddy. All these celebrity friends he have, and nobody came out.
They brand. It's all about the money. They saw what he did to Cassie. With the kicking, the punching. They saw what they did to Cassie. They know that nobody in America liked that. So now, these people are represented by a brand. Whether it's something about the music, clothing, movies. They're not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them, and they praying that they not on the tape doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, you know, Sean Combs. That's when they're gonna start talking. And they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught stealing a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched, and Brother Love was watching.
Yeah, I mean, TD Jakes, he hasn't even came out and said anything. And him and Diddy was real cool.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. And I know the people in the congregation over there is shaking in their boots because this man then led them probably, allegedly probably led them to damnation because those people's hearts are gonna be broken if that man is seen on those tapes doing anything. Because people always put their faith in the pastor instead of putting their faith in God. And what they need to do is understand that he's just a man. And he has a history. It's not looking too good for him.
So you feel like celebs are worried that they might be on tape?
Oh, they know. That's why they ain't speaking up or saying nothing. Yeah, I was at a Diddy party, but I know I ain't do nothing. When you don't know somebody's taping you, when you don't know that somebody is videoing you in some kind of form or fashion, you got that alcohol, you got the drugs in you, they're a little loose, bruh. They let down all their inhibitions. The music is pumping. He said it himself. He got it so hot in there that you gotta take your clothes off. He said that himself, bruh.
In particular, Gene talked about how Diddy would get the same people into his freak-offs again and again.
A lot of them was being swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed? They tell off on themselves all the time, man. You just gotta listen.
But why do you think Diddy had all them hidden cameras?
Bruh, when you that powerful, you didn't get that powerful without having 1 or 2 or maybe 3 ups on somebody. Diddy always been the type of individual that want to have ups on the next person no matter what they was doing. Like, he always played artists against each other. He did it to Big, he did it to Craig Mack. You understand? I said before, he did the stuff to Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? So had the ups on Ja Rule so he could go after Jay-Z. You understand what I'm saying? So he always played those kind of up games on people. So to have those cameras and know what he was doing, it's gonna give him the ups on everybody who came to that party. Even your favorite basketball player. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. We know who said that. He may be one of the persons who got caught up in the Diddy party.
LeBron said that, but yeah, you might be right. You know, it sounds like he had all them hidden cameras to use it against people.
I think that was said in the indictment, right? That was said in the indictment. You know, somebody, I think Dawn may have said that. I don't know for sure, and correct me if I'm wrong. He would, even if you didn't want to do something, he would tell the individual, well, I got you on tape doing it before.
But if you thought it was heinous that Diddy was getting into freak-offs with Jay-Z and TD Jakes, I'm about to throw your disgust meter all the way up to the nth degree, because there's speculation that he even got his own mom into it.
Diddy is right now, as we speak, at a hospital in Miami. He is there because his mother had to be rushed to that hospital on Wednesday. From what we are told from our sources connected to Diddy, his mother started experiencing chest pain at some point on Wednesday. Uncertain at this point exactly what time, but at some point Wednesday, she was having these pains and made the decision that she needed to go to a hospital, to the emergency room. She lives in Miami, not with Diddy, she has her own residence, but she went to the hospital and was getting treatment there. Diddy did make it to the hospital, went there to be by her side, and she is still in the hospital. We're told that she's gonna be there at least until tomorrow.
Probably for observation.
And testing that is going on.
We don't know.
But I think you guys are probably thinking exactly what we're thinking, which is it just takes its toll. She's an 83-year-old woman.
Yeah, my mom's gorgeous. Hold on, let me introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
My baby.
Mom, freshly dipped though. I was just trying to show you a shoe. Yeah, my mom's is single. Mom's is single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand. But yeah, that'd be the funniest show in the world.
It will be, especially with me.
I don't even want to get started with you doing that. We're not doing that. But yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. Mom do know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. They outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog. You know, I want to live life. Be out here moving and grooving. So my mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms.
In the second video, you can see both of them are hooked up to IV fluids. For those of you that are unversed, allow me to explain.
The victims, Combs kept videos. He filmed the victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. The indictment then provides more details about what Combs expected his employees to do before, during, and after the session.
Sean Carter is a man that has long been accused of conspiracy with Diddy, and he has long tried to downplay his nefarious connections to the now indicted sex trafficker, possibly because Diddy could now snitch on him.
Putting him on watch, I could see that, man, but that ain't a good situation for nobody. You see what happened to Jeffrey Epstein? He was on watch, right? Who was watching him while he was committing? And that's crazy, man. So, I don't have no feelings about it, man. You know, cause I'm the type of dude. Yo, if somebody want to kill themselves, let them. I always been like, yo, if somebody want to commit, and I know people gonna get mad at me for saying, I'm gonna let them do it. I said it when City College. After all those kids had died, you understand, he was told that, yo, if we don't do something with these doors, that somebody was gonna die. And those kids run down the steps and they get trapped because Jessica Rosenberg or Rosenblum locked the doors on them. And 9 kids end up dead. 9 people end up dead. I don't believe he was gonna take his life because of the kids ended up dead. He was gonna take his life because he thought that he was gonna lose everything with Andre Harrell up at Uptown Records. That's why he was gonna take his life. And if you that weak, then I guess you don't need to be here. Yo, cause Puff always had a problem of listening to people that he thought that was less than him. And now he gotta listen to people that got power over him. I have a big problem in the prison system. He's gonna have a real big problem in the prison system, bro. And having to listen to those COs and having to listen to everybody that got more power than him now,
from a person that had all the power in the world that we thought. Now, seems like the tables is turning. If these people have it this their way, he's gonna be spending the rest of his life in the prison system. He better hope that they want to make a deal, but I don't think so, or they want somebody else. He better hope, and he got something to offer them. Even if he got something to offer him, you gotta realize, bro, like, you got drug kingpins, you got drug dealers, you got people who make deals, there's and killers. They make a deal and they still get 25, 30 years in the feds. He's about 55 years old. If he do 15 years, that's 70 years. When he come out, he's 70 years old. He may not want to live like that. And then what he coming out to at 70 years old? He'll still have probably a little money to do something, but not to do nothing. So that's what he's looking at, bro. What people don't understand is the federal guidelines is so different from the state. You need one person, I said this 1,000 times, for that sex trafficking thing, you need one person. That victim, and then you got the people who is gonna testify that he paid to come across the state line.
Diddy is facing a wave of new sexual assault allegations in several civil lawsuits that are expected to be filed soon. At a press conference on Tuesday, attorney Tony Busby, based in Texas, announced that he is representing 120 accusers, with allegations against the entertainment mogul spanning over 2 decades.
As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida. And I want to focus on the ages of these victims. When you talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you. These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are. And I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. And I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are.
In fact, many are speculating that some of these accusers could be the likes of Justin Bieber and even Usher. Several videos featuring a young Justin Bieber with Diddy have resurfaced online recently, sparking renewed conversations about their past friendship.
I feel violated right now. Wow.
To me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad. Wow, look at your eyes. What music are you listening?
I don't want her to lose it. I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody.
Would you rather have to be naked on stage during one full song, or drink a cup of blended worms? Answer Justin Bieber.
I have like little girl fans. I can't go.
Okay, imagine.
No, I got bullied.
Hey, this is a brand new.
You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16, come out, you gotta, wear your seatbelt.
I mean, I'm 15. You can ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit and all that. 16.
Slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down. Okay.
One step at a time.
It's hard, but these are the conversations that are going to bring change and bring a level of consciousness to people that can say, I need to really take a look at myself. Where am I at? And if Justin's able to be vulnerable where he's at, then I can do the same thing.
Man, you good?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Right. Oh.
As for Usher, there's a whole lot to unpack there. He was always quite close to Diddy, perhaps too close.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was stupid. Listen.
We're having a good time, yo. Usher made it in the... Hey, yo.
For the longest time, it has been speculated that he was the one who brought Justin Bieber into the fold to be groomed by Diddy.
You said Justin Bieber, and I have to ask you because there's a picture circulating online where they show
He's
Justin.
the new Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, they show him crying. You're almost giving him a gateway to speak his truth of what happened to.
I wish Tevin Campbell would speak to him or for him. Because the same thing that they did to him, they're doing to Bieber right now. And I have evidence. That poor kid. And all because he got discovered by Usher. And then Usher took him right over there to the diddler. And let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll.
The last freak off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake.
That's all for the video, folks. But how do you think things will turn out for Diddy? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.